Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? It is another week, and that's right, we have another releases and rants. Thankfully, this week it's a little bit more quiet because I think after all of the Black Friday madness, there just wasn't a lot happening in terms of releases. But we've whittled it down to the holiday releases, the stuff that's worth talking about, and then the stuff that's in the lightning round, plus sneak peeks. And a very short enabler alert, because if you're like me, you've already bought all of your feelings and you have nothing left, even though payday was the other day. How did that happen? Sorry, I have a cat who's sucking on my thumb because she feels a bit sad. So this is apparently what we're doing today.
Cici is featuring here.
She is, yeah.
Cici's like, I want to be here too.
Yeah. She's
Kissy,
like,
kissy.
yeah, she's like, kissy's happening. And I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. You know the drill, guys. I have Jenny here, I have Tia, and I have Rebecca. Each of them have their own YouTube channels and their own Instagrams. Do please follow them. They are fabulous. Rebecca just recently posted a video about the Sample Beauty Equalizer 2, which I haven't watched yet because I just filmed with it tonight. And I didn't want to get biased because I just trust everything that Rebecca says. And like, if she said it was rubbish, then I'm like, well, then I won't even try it. Tia is just fabulous, crazy, talented. You will learn lots from her. Jenny has just started her channel and has started to upload a little bit more frequently. So do please check her out. She is fabulous. They're all fabulous. But I'm a little bit biased, so there you go. As per usual, I have lots of people to thank for tagging me this week. I want to say thank you to Brianna, to Jenny, to Jade, Becky, Missy, Franca, Kim, Amy, Matty, Gillian, Amina, Svetlana, Cecily, Callie, Sammy, Paula, Victoria, and Angela. I also want to say really quickly that Becky, one of the girls who tags me an awful lot, she is a very talented makeup artist, essentially, and she has her own Instagram, etc. And she has started her own Patreon. So if you want to go and check that out, I know she puts up videos and stuff on there. I have to get my ASS in gear and, you know, Patreon her.
I'm in the group and she has already like posted one like how to edit videos, and we have a little WhatsApp group there, and it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, I'm a Patreon as well. Yeah,
yeah, it's on my list of things to do, so I just need to get more rich. So Cece needs to start bringing me money instead of mice is what I'm asking for. She's like, no, I'll continue to bring you mice. But yeah, we still have holiday releases, and which, can I just say, considering we are now officially in December, I find it bizarre that people are still releasing stuff for the holidays. Like, you would think that would be done. We are, of course, going to do a very special holiday episode. It will be myself, Rebecca, Brianna, and Brianna you don't know, but also Claire. So keep an eye out for that. That will be soon. But let's just get into the stuff that is being released. Too Faced. They already had a holiday collection, but they're coming out with these. And like, their holiday collection before was like, you know, their standard thing of like cutesy woodland animals and adorable packaging. And then this is just a little bit odd. It's 4 8-pan palettes. And sorry, there's just a cat just climbing all over me. So it is what it is. There's the That's My Jam on the Fly eyeshadow palette, the Let's Play on the Fly, the Light My Fire on the Fly, and Kitty Lives to Scratch on the Fly, which I really hope isn't prophetic because I do have a cat sitting on my lap. There's nothing about this that feels like it's holiday.
Yeah. No, it doesn't look like it. More gives me like summer camp vibes, like camping. And I don't know why.
And how many more warm tones do these people need to put out? And also, I don't want anything bubblegum scented on my eyes. Don't get me wrong, I love a bit of purple and pinks and stuff like that. Totally cute. Yeah. But did they need to add this? No. No.
Yeah, I mean, adding fragrances to things can be quite problematic. So, anyways, I mean, it is what it is. It's a bit of an odd release. I don't 100% get it, but I'm sure that somebody will want it. Next thing we have to talk about is Lights Lacquer. They have their festive collection. So it's just essentially Kathleen Lights. She is coming out with some new nail polishes. I mean, I'm really rubbish at all of that sort of stuff, but I know that there are a few people out there, who love that.
Yeah.
So
I just don't get excited by nail polish.
no.
Don't know why. Like I have a lot of nail polishes, but it's just not exciting to me.
I'm very distracted by the cat. Like, I can't even lie. I'm just like, snuggle.
Cece is like, no, this is Cece time. You better cancel this week's releases and rants. We have better things to do.
Yeah. I mean, people want to see her face rather than mine. Look at her happy little smoosh.
She's enjoying the cuddles so much.
She's like, I love my life. Everything is going well. Next thing is Charlotte Tilbury. So there's 3 new Hollywood Flawless eye filter luxury palettes. And these are usually like very expensive. I didn't get information on the exact price. They're kind of standard for Charlotte in the sense that they're quite neutral. What I'm confused about is that they're quads, but they're all shimmers.
Maybe they're kind of like a topper thing. She does a lot of those things where it's like shimmer all over lid.
Like that is what she does.
Yeah.
Like if you look at any of her like advertising, it's always like a wash of shimmer over the lid, and she's like, oh look, but she also has like 19-year-old models. So everything looks amazing on them, and you're like, you come over here to my textured eyelids and show me how that's going to look good on me, please. But
yeah, just not really my aesthetic at all. Don't get me wrong, like I like a bit of Charlotte Tilbury. I love the lipsticks and things like that. Like I'll pay for the lipsticks, but it's just not, and I'm sure they're probably beautiful. It's just not something that I would spend that kind of money on.
Yeah, I agree. Shadow Moon Cosmetics have just come out with some new pigments for Christmas. They are £3 each, and there's also like some glitters and stuff apparently on their site.
I don't know. They look kind of meh.
Yeah,
not Christmas Day.
No, it is what it is. That's that. This I think is quite clever. This is from Glow Recipe. They have a vault for Christmas essentially. Now, it's crazy expensive. It's $310, you know. I mean, it's a lot. But what I will say is each of those products are crazy expensive in and of themselves. So you're probably saving a good chunk of money. Because like even the watermelon sleeping mask is about, what, £40, something like that. So you look at that, and then there's the avocado melt retinol sleeping mask. There's a watermelon glow ultrafine mist. There's a moisturizer, a cleanser, some serums, some toners, some lip pops. There's more balms. There's sustainable spatulas. There's a lot of stuff in that particular vault. So it does look like it's good value for money. Sorry, my cat just launched.
You know how they could have made this even better? Add like a skincare fridge and everything that they have here in it, and like make it like a really like a good saving money. I think it would be so much better, because this looks like, I don't know, but I feel like it would be so much better with the skincare fridge, and then I think promote it that way.
I think it's cute, and I think the packaging's cute. I think they could have done more to make it look maybe Christmassy even. I know it's not necessarily a Christmas release, but could have made it a little bit more Christmassy. But it's just, and I am interested in trying them, but it's just not in my budget.
On a complete divergence, thank you to Lois for my Christmas present. Do not look at my wrapping nails.
Oh,
that was so cute.
I love it. So thank you, Lois. Hugely appreciate it. Need to get you back on here again at some point. So then the next thing we have, again, I thought this was quite late, but Sigma have come out with a 12 days of Christmas or Advent calendar. So you can apparently get it for some money off if you use the code HOLIDAY2020. It's retailing at the moment for $99 and has a value of $155.
It's kind of late.
It is. It's very
Usually
late.
People buy these things like on a like September, October.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Usually like, I don't know, like, is that a bit of late because it is already?
Yeah.
Or is it the 12, like the last 12 days before Christmas?
I think it's, yeah, it is definitely weird timing. Like, give people time to, like, even if you ordered it, like if I ordered it now, I'd have to get it from Sigma in the States, and that would take a while to get here. It'd be well past Christmas.
I was about to say, if it was on Beauty Bay and say, what, like $99 is what, like 80 quid? Like, yeah, fair, not bad.
Yeah, it's a good price.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but like.
I like Sigma brushes, I really do.
They're like the best.
There's one of theirs, and I know that Tia would love it. It's the E36, and it's just small and skinny, and it allows you to blend really nicely. And I have about 3 of them, because I'm like...
Usually when I buy Sigma brushes, I like buy one at a time and like slowly building them, because they're so expensive, but they're so nice.
Yeah,
like
they always
so
shape really
good.
well. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's just, it was very late in the game to kind of bring that out. Next we have Colourpop, and they are collaborating with Hello Kitty, which I remember hearing like a piece of trivia years ago. Hello Kitty is not actually a cat, it's something else, and I was like, huh? So yeah.
Why is it then Hello Kitty?
Why is anything the way it is? Who knows?
Yeah.
Humans are odd. But they have a whole collection. There is an eyeshadow palette. There's some glitterily obsessed quads. There's some glosses, some lip care, and some powder blushes. So there's a lot of different things. I believe that is available now by the time this video is up. I think the colour story makes an awful lot of sense when you pair it with Hello Kitty. My main issue is that will suit me because I'm very pale. But past my skin tone, game over.
Yeah, it's not a lot of depth, but I have to say, my God, 10 out of 10 for packaging.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like it's very childish. It is Hello Kitty, so
yeah, I think it's really. I think it's super cute, and you know me, I love a gloss. Are we still doing those unsafe glittery obsessed?
Apparently.
But yeah,
I love those. I
find
love those
cute.
obsessed.
But they're not eye safe.
No.
I've used them on my eyes, but I like be careful with it. I know it's not like eye safe, but they're so pretty on the eye. Like so.
I think if it was gifted to me, I'd be happy, but I
wouldn't want to spend your own money. Yeah.
Can I just say, FYI, Hello Kitty is not a cat. She's a cartoon character. She's a little girl, apparently. She's a girl.
There we go. I knew it was something like that. It was there in the recesses of my mind. I was tagged in this by several different people, and Amina actually brought up a really, really good point that if you look at the lip swatches and then you look at the swatches on the arm, why is it that the lip swatches look really pigmented, but the swatches on the arm look like there isn't really any colour in them?
Yeah.
I feel like they've used a lip liner there.
Yeah, but then
like
that's not
amplified it.
Yeah, but you see, then that's not truthful. That's like quite disingenuous. If you purchase those based upon the lip swatches, that really
definitely go for that Sir Chili one on the lip swatch.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different product until I've just seen the writing on the swatches.
Yeah, so just buyer beware is all I'm saying. I think it makes a lot of sense given the collection. It's cohesive in that sense, but I don't think it's for any of us. But sure, no harm. We're all broke. And broken. Next thing we have then is from Munka Lashes, which I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing correctly, but they have an eyeshadow palette, 2 highlighters, and apparently a lash book, and those are already available now if you're interested. It is quite Christmassy looking. There's red tones in it.
Boring.
And I hate the packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is a bit
easy.
Yeah,
I kind of like it's very like pin-up. It could have been done slightly more tastefully, I have to say, but it is kind of like pin-uppy, like a get where they were going with it. And I like the colour story. I don't know what I think I'm doing with that green. Like there's only one way to use it and things like that. And glitters. Come on now.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite cute.
We then have BBS Cosmetics. They have a holiday metallic lipstick collection. They are $11 each, which I'm like, if they're a lipstick collection, surely you should be able to get all 4 of them together. But there's nothing on that. So yeah, you can get them separately for $11. Nothing wildly interesting to me there. I do kind of like the look of Cayenne, the orangey one.
Yeah.
I think that
And the caution looks kind of pretty. Yeah. But Baddie and Riches, they don't look nice.
Yeah. No,
like, look how much they like those lines on your lips. Like they're like
bumhole.
Yeah, I was about to say bum. They're quite bumhole lip. I do like Caution and I do like Baddie. I mean,
I feel like they would look so pretty on you, Rebecca. Because in here you can see on a darker skin, and I think
like for like an Instagram look or something. But even then, like that's the only way I'd wear them, and I think the price is really good.
Yeah, yeah, $11 is pretty good.
It upsets me that she's put an earring in her mouth.
Don't swallow it. That's a choking hazard.
Yeah, I think the pictures are beautiful. I think the pictures of whoever the swatch, like the lip swatches, whoever's done it is clearly like good at lip swatches. I think.
Yeah, I think it's not the worst thing I've seen, so I'm not unhappy. Kiko Milano then have their Holiday Gems collection. There's an eyeshadow palette that's $12, which is a good price for Kiko Milano, but the palette itself is just a bit odd. It's 5 shades with matte metallic and some like sparkly matte, which is a bit odd. They have the Infinite Sparkle eyeshadow, which is $9. The Care and Glow lip stylo for $7.20. The All Over Pearly Crayon $10.20. The Shine On highlighter for $13.20. The Holiday Gems mini lipstick set for $11.40. The Plush Suede blush for $13.20. The Lasting Duo eye pencil for $7.80. The Glow palette for $18. The Diamond Dust lip set for $18. And the 4D lash mascara in Eternal Black for $10.20.
I love the packaging. I think that the highlighter palette in particular, that's right up my street. I like the look of the blushes. I like everything but the eyeshadow palette, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depends how saturated they are in real life. But like looking at them, I mean, I wouldn't have any use for that eyeshadow palette. But I think it's nice. The price is really good. I do actually quite like some Kiko bits that I've got. I'm not going to go rush out to buy, like rush on the website or anything like that. Yeah. But like if I was like in town and there's a Kiko shop in my shopping centre, which there is, and I like stumbled in, that's what happens. I might buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or all of them, who knows. It's not for me, but I'm glad.
Not for me either.
I don't have enough money to, support my issues. Next thing we have then is Lawless Beauty. They have the Bio Glitter eyeshadow for $14, and they come in the shades Sparkling Rosé and Champagne Dream. They're going to be available from December 15th. So yeah, they are just essentially sparkly eyeshadows.
A+ for biodegradable glitter, if that bio glitter means that.
Yeah.
A+ for that.
Yeah, I think that's really, really quite smart, and that's quite on brand with Lawless Beauty. So they're vegan and they're cruelty free as well. So I'd like to see what they look like how they perform.
I feel like that.
Colors, then maybe down the line. But
I think you can get this cheaper. Yeah. Like it's nothing like that. I'm like, wow, wowing. Like it's, don't get me wrong, it's nice, and those 2 colors are very in my aesthetic and stuff like that. But is it new? I get that the biodegradable is great, but I'm just like,
I think it is a safe option for them. These are shades that most people would like or kind of but have in their collection or would use within their collection. So I think it's quite a smart choice on their behalf going with something like this, considering the world is on fire. So I think if they came out with something that was a bit more like left of center, they'd kind of, it would be more risky for them. I guess that's my thought.
That's
It would
fair.
have been nice to see this on an eyelid rather than on an arm.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts, because when I saw this initially, I thought it was a highlighter.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be, if that had been a loose highlighter, my God, I would have read them for Phil.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I'm waiting for Rebecca to talk about this, and then I realised it was an eyeshadow.
Yeah, I would have gone in if it was, but like, everyone's holiday releases this year are so safe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
it's so bad that I'm already looking the next thing.
Yeah, essentially. The next
It's
one is
boring.
also very confusing to me. This is from Glossier. It is a limited edition thing. So they have the BAM.com roulette. You get 3 surprise flavors for $30, and then you have the gold kit, which is $75. You get a necklace which has a G on it, which, can I just say, it's like you're wearing free advertising for them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And a lip gloss for $75. I mean, fair enough. If you love Glossier that much that you're willing to wear a necklace, that, I don't know, it just seems a bit tacky.
Yeah.
Very
I
tacky.
feel like this is, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have so many words that I have no words for this. I also thought that the packaging, I have words, was P. Louise.
Yeah. That's what I thought as well.
But come on, this is just shocking. This, come on, this is the most negative I'll be, I swear. But like,
is that a real gold necklace?
Yeah,
Or is it
apparently
it's
plated with. Okay, so it's not like.
Yeah.
I would just use that money and buy a gold-plated necklace that I really want for my jewelry.
Yeah.
If you're going for that.
That's it in terms of the holiday releases. It's all a bit odd. I mean, like Rebecca was saying, it's all kind of samey this year. I personally think it's just them trying to have a safe bet of like, how can we appeal to the masses? So that's why it's kind of ended up being quite samey. Which, fair enough, I get it. It's a rubbish year. They're doing what they can to stay in business. So there you go. We're now on to the new makeup releases. So this is the stuff that has been released or announced in the last week. And the first thing that came up was Sugarpill. This is their 10-year anniversary collection. So they have an eyeshadow palette, which is the weird pill thing with the different shapes. They have some lip glosses, some liquid lip colors, and it all can come in a limited edition PR box.
I would sell Andrew for this.
Yeah.
I would have to say that even though I don't like lip glosses, look at those lip glosses.
Yeah. I think they're interesting.
So
it's so cute. Like, I love their pigments. I've got a couple of their pigments. I'm not that interested in the liquid lipsticks, but like everything. It is so like, I mean, look how many pinks and purples are in that palette and a bit of green. It's very much like my aesthetic, and it is interesting. That packaging drives me nuts on the eyeshadow palette. But like, lots of people bought the like PR box for Melt, and for me, this would be like would be like my equivalent of like getting myself something that like not necessarily would be something where I'm like, is my like normal purchasing, but I just think it's just like so cute. It'd be so amazing to own something that box. It would be great. Like,
Andrew, if you're watching this, get that for Rebecca.
Oh, she's gonna sell you for it anyway.
Yeah. She'll be on the street corners.
You can actually hear me, and you'll be like.
See, to me, this looks very much like the Hello Kitty from Colourpop that we've just seen.
I feel like the palette could have been like, I don't understand why the green and blue are there.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it's like contrasting colors. It would have been better without those, and if they added like it fits in the collection, but it's for me, I would be like, why are they there?
If it was a burgundy if they were a burgundy and maybe a really dark burgundy, and maybe even like a super metallic white with like a shift to it or something like that, would have worked better. I know it's another purpley pink palette and that is my thing, but like, but I get why they've done it like this, but to make the whole palette a little bit more cohesive, that's what my purple heart would have wanted. Or they could have you know, made that, since they've got the pigments, make that all matte and do blue, green, pink and a purple and things like that.
Next thing we have then is Bitter Lace Beauty. This, well, there are two products. Technically, they're a multi-use product, apparently. They come in Aura Quartz and Titanium Quartz. They're $15 each. They are apparently, I mean, what? You can use them on the face, the eyes, the lips, and the face. This reminds me of, like, remember years ago when the rainbow highlighter came out? It's like this, but deeper. And I'm like, what is going on? What is this?
It's like that, but those are like duochrome, like three. I feel like that's kind of smart, because in one pan you could get like four. Is it 4 or 6 different like duochrome shifty shades?
This will not photograph or film well at all.
No.
And coming from my perspective is that I do obviously wear makeup normally for work, but I wouldn't be able to wear this sort of thing for work. But coming from a content creator's perspective, I mean, it's beautiful and I'd love to own it, but I just, how many more multi-chromes?
Yeah, 2020 was the year of multi-chromes. Next thing then we have to talk about is Shop Dramatique. They have the No More Nudes eyeshadow palette, which is $34, and they have the opalescent lip glosses, which are $9.58, and lashes, which are $11.71 each, and they come in 5 different styles. The shape of the palette dries.
I hate it with a passion.
Do you know who the brand is owned by?
No.
The like commentary drama channel Petty Page.
Is it?
Yeah, it's her makeup brand. I was so close to buying this on release. So close to buying it. I know. I was up in my emotions, right? I was having a day, and then I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I like went to press play, and I was like, stop, think, reassess.
It's odd.
I don't like it at all. I feel like it's just another rainbow palette trying to be like no more nudes.
I like the colors, but I already own a lot of these, and in palettes that make a lot more sense. The shape of the palette, look, I've talked about this 1,000 times. If you don't know my views on this, refer to earlier videos.
I hate that package in the shape of the palette so much. And also, like, if you already like colorful makeup, you already own all of these shades.
The next one then we have is Juvia's Place.
This doesn't read to me as Juvia's Place, though.
Yeah, this is very odd and confusing. This is their La Mariposa collection. It's in collaboration with Yami Angelina. Apparently, I don't know who they are, but there's an eyeshadow palette which is $15, and there's 2 lip glosses which are $13 each. It's not cohesive. This is not a palette that you could use by itself, like in isolation. You would have to dip into something else. So
I'm like looking at it. It's pretty, but I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, I like those colors individually. Besides the brown.
Yeah, I kind of do like it, but that being said, I would need the corally shade to maybe be a orange, like a true orange, and then you could do a very warm tone sunset crease with any choice of the shimmers.
Also, like, it's like, you know, it's a black owned makeup brand. You know, I feel like all of those shades look really light. Like, will they show up on a deepest skin though?
It depends.
Opaque.
Yeah, if they're very opaque, like Jenny said, yeah, definitely. The brown is not dark enough to be like a deepening shade. Like even for me, that's too light. But I do like the look.
Yeah, I will say it probably depends as to who the collaborator is, because if they're picking out something that suits them, they probably, like, if this is like a Caucasian influencer, maybe they're choosing shades for them. I don't know. I don't know who she is. I'm just sheerly.
Maybe she's the one whose picture on the palette.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a picture of a woman.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah.
I feel like Juvia's Place really like often does palettes that are a little bit all over the place. Like I'm like struggling. Like I have one of the palettes and I've never used. I maybe once used it on its own, but usually I have to use something with it. So I feel like it's not cohesive enough. But the Valhalla 1 and Valhalla 2, those are like really pretty, and I feel like
they're like a bit like a challenging brand of, like, it's not makeup that you would give to, like, say, beginners and be like, here, off you go, because I think definitely their palettes you have to sit down and kind of go, what is it that I'm going to do with this, that you have to think about it. Like it doesn't initially kind of scream out to you as to what it is that you're going to do with them, which is definitely a tricky thing. I never know what it is that I'm going to do with a palette when I sit down. So that's just me.
They should rename themselves from Juvia's Place to All Over the Place.
Oh my god, all over the place.
Next thing we have then is Ardell. Now, normally I don't talk about lashes, but I thought this was really unusual because they said this is their first ever lash collection that you can use water to apply false lashes.
I don't trust this. I feel like this is a gimmick.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I'm curious, but also not.
They look really rubbery, and like I like Ardell lashes, but these look kind of rubbery.
I don't like any of the styles. None of them are for me at all. Way too subtle. I love it.
I think at a push, the middle ones look okay, the 3-4 ones, but I wouldn't want to spend like an hour and a half doing really nice eyeshadow to then put water on it for it to run.
Yeah, I feel like you don't have to put water on your lash line. You would kind of like dip it on the lash, and then it like somehow activates the glue, and then you put it on.
But then how many wears are you going to get out of them?
Yeah.
Then you have to, it's like one time only, and then.
Yeah, it's different. It's different, but I feel like it's a gimmick, no more than, you know, with those magnetic eyelashes and stuff that everyone was like, oh, that's new and innovative. And it's like, innovation does not always equal better. Next thing we have then is Urban Decay, and they have some new minis. They're $25 each. They are all based around various decades. There's 70s, 80s, 90s, and noughties. What I will say is that the shades in each of the palette do kind of reflect the decade that they are set in. Like if I look at the 90s one, I'm like, yeah, grungy. I almost feel Nirvana in there. You know, there is that feel to it. I just don't find them interesting, personally.
Yeah.
They're not.
The 90s is the only one, because I'm looking at the green.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty, but
then the rest of them, I used to love Urban Decay. I have a lot of Urban Decay stuff, like a lot of Urban Decay stuff. But I've just found in the last couple of years they're just not as. Like,
I don't think I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't know what somebody was thinking. No.
I feel like it could be a good collection if it's like made a little bit more interesting.
Next thing we have then is Egogenics Cosmetics. They have the Spirit Animal Collection. So there's 4 different color schemes. There's wolf, there's tiger, there's pig, and there's crocodile. And they are $36.99 each.
Those pictures with the swatches look pretty washed out. So I'm not sure how to think about it. Because on the pictures where you see the palette, they don't look like that
Yeah,
like, washed out.
I agree. It's one of those cases where, like, if I look at the green palette and then I look at the swatches, I'm like, I don't see how that matches with the palette.
Yeah.
One of them's exactly the same as Modern Renaissance.
Yeah.
One of them, it looks like a knockoff of Subculture.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about the name of the collection.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What's the name?
Spirit Animal.
Oh.
Yeah, not appropriate, guys. Not appropriate. That it's not. No, it's not okay. I was going to say it's 2020, but I'm like, it doesn't matter what year it is. It's not okay.
Who owns this brand? Like, is
it just,
because I'm thinking, is it like a native? But it's not okay. Maybe then also, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If I was thinking if it's like a Native American or like a native, you know, doing this, could it be then okay? I don't know.
They've put weird filters over them as well. Like they've put a blue filter over the blue shadows, a green filter over the green shadows. I'm just really confused, and as you said, it's obviously really offensive.
Yeah, it just.
I think it was 8 palettes actually. Like, because it's so different. Like,
I agree. Yeah, it just doesn't match up, and I mean, I think the whole point about just the name of the collection. Like if they had just even called it like the Nature Collection. And then
Animal Collection.
Yeah, and then just had them be like, you know, wolf, tiger, pig, crocodile. Then I'd be like, okay, grand. But Spirit Animal means something really specific, and it's to kind of just take somebody's culture. Again, I think like Tia said, we don't know who it is that owns this brand. Maybe that is their culture. But I don't think it's the best idea. And could be interpreted as quite insensitive.
It looks like they're one of those budget brands. You can get them on Amazon and those sort of places. And
then the price doesn't match with it. $36.99 each.
Yeah.
So in all, not good. We talked about ages ago that JLo was coming out with her own beauty line, and now she's basically been like, here's what's happening. There's the JLo Glow Serum, $79, the Blockbuster Wonder Cream, $58, the That Star Filter Complexion Booster for $39, that Limitless Glow Face Mask, $18, or you can get 3 of them for $48. That Hit Single Cleanser, $38. That Fresh Take Eye Cream, $48. That Big Screen SPF 30 Moisturizer, $54. That Inner Love Dietary Supplement, $36. Look, I have a lot of feelings about dietary supplements. I don't agree with them. I think unless your doctor has ordered you to take supplements, you shouldn't be doing that, because otherwise you just have expensive pee. I will also say that I watched a reel of her talking about this, and she just kept talking about olive oil, and that was her skincare. And I was like, well, then why don't I just go and buy olive oil? That'll be cheap.
Yeah.
It was
I actually watched that same thing too, and she kept saying affordable. This is affordable.
Look, what I will say is JLo is an absolutely stunning woman. She's a very clever woman. She has her own business. You know, she's been selling fragrances for ages. She is very impressive, let's be real. And she is a woman in an industry that is incredibly sexist and ageist. So I don't want to take away any accomplishments or whatever from her. Like, it's not, this is not a bashing of JLo, like, at all. But I think, like you were saying, like, if she's saying it's meant to be affordable, she's no longer Jenny from the block if she thinks that is affordable.
She actually said on the video, like, I was the kid who had like holes in my shoes, so that's why I made this affordable. So
I will say that this is actually price-wise is pretty in line with the likes of Estee Lauder, Clarins, Bare Minerals, Dior, Chanel, etc. skincare. It's actually pretty accurate for now that I've sat and thought about it. Like for high-end skincare, it's not unusual. I mean, come on now, a face mask for £18, like a single, looks like a single
But
use.
then say it's a high-end brand, and don't say I made it affordable.
Yeah, calling
because
it
I had holes
affordable.
in my shoes.
Yeah,
Like, I don't get it. This isn't affordable.
Yeah, calling it affordable is a joke. But if she just said it's a high-end brand, because it is a high-end brand, this is in line with high-end. And I would love to know who's behind it. Has she financed it herself, or is she backed by the likes of like Kendo and things like that? Like what's she called? Like Rihanna and KBD is, and Rihanna Kendo anyway, something like that. Like I would like to know, but affordable.
Yeah, and I think the question is, you know, you said that the prices are in line with the likes of Clarins, Bare Minerals, etc. But they are established brands, and they are proven, they are tried, they are tested, they are favorites for a lot of people. This is a new brand. I can't say anything as to whether this is good or not, because I couldn't find any information on the ingredients or anything like that. So this is the sort of thing that I would say, don't run out and get it until you've maybe consulted with somebody that knows about skincare ingredients and has gone through this, because, you know, based upon the
in the cleanser, because in the cleanser there's like coconut. I know that doesn't suit with like a lot of people's skins.
That's no from me. That is a hell no from me.
Yeah.
Next one. Oh my God, Beauty Bay. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? They have been killing it recently, just coming out with so much stuff. Their eyeliners, their highlighters, their bronzers, their blushes. And I wish I could say that I hated them and they're not worth it, but they are. So it's very annoying for me. But they've come out with 8 new lipsticks and 8 new liners. So there are 4 nude lipsticks, they're bullet lipsticks, and 4 berry toned lipsticks. So they're €8.50 each, or you can get a set of 4 of the nudes or a set of 4 of the berries for €28. So you have a saving of €6, pretty darn good. And they also have lip liners to match those particular shades. They can be €5 each, or you can get a bundle of 4 for €16.50. Again, those are in nudes and berries. What are we thinking?
I will probably get some of these, not maybe in the bundle, but some of them, because the nude shades look really pretty. Like the reds, I like those. Like, I feel like this is a good product for them. I want them all. I probably will.
I want everything. The nudes might be too light for me, but I will make them work.
Bad thing. I don't regret the thing I did.
I bought those.
I bought them all. So guys, if you're interested in this, do keep an eye out, because as soon as they arrive, I am.
Wait, are they available?
Yeah. They're available now. I bought them today.
I had a look before I was so tempted to get them. And I'm waiting on tender hooks, because I'm hoping they come out with colourful ones, and I really, really hope they do.
Yeah.
I'm waiting now for Teresa's video so I can see how those nudes will look on her skin, because a couple of those light nudes, I'm like, I kind of wish that they would have done different bundles, like maybe reds, 2 reds and 2 like, you know, those nudes, and you can like mix and match.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they did a build your own bundle, but like, for that price, I don't think we can whinge too much. Like, they're €8.50 for a lipstick. That's pretty darn good. That's drugstore prices. Although I will say drugstore prices have increased exponentially. So actually, it's probably a little bit cheaper than some drugstores. So,
excuse me, ladies. I'm on Beauty Bay right now.
So the next thing that we have to talk about is Jessup Cosmetics. They have just revealed that they are coming out with the new Queen palette, and it is a purple greeny.
So pretty.
I want it.
I'm like drooling over here.
I know.
Like, why does it have to be Gigi? Because it's like, is it Australian or?
I think they are. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain, but I want it.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of it. It harkens to me slightly of what am I on? Slightly of one of the new Melt palettes that you just got, Teresa.
A little bit, but not hugely. I think it reminds me a little bit of Butte Bean's collaboration with Shroud Cosmetics.
Yeah, I
Did
see
you
that.
get that palette? Still.
Yes.
What the?
I know. Anyways.
That's unacceptable.
It's totally unacceptable, sir. But I know it was a pre-order, so I'm like, okay, fair enough. Like, it is what it is. But it is taking a while. But yeah, that's Chi Cosmetics. I think it's a really pretty looking palette. So yeah, I wonder how much it is. Couldn't find information because it was just literally, it came in. We are now onto the lightning round. So this is just stuff that we're not going to spend a huge amount of time on. Makeup Revolution have come out with the Makeup Revolution Forever Limitless Allure eyeshadow palette. It is $25 or £20 if you're interested. This is from BYS and they have collaborated with Barbie, and there's a chunk of different things. So there are 2 different eyeshadow palettes. One is a 12-piece and then one is like an eye and face palette. So the 12-piece eyeshadow palette is $14.79. The 27-piece eyeshadow face palette is $18.50. There is the Barbie BYS complexion palette for $12.57. There are 2 different 5-piece face palettes. They're $7.38. There's a Glamour Shadow liquid eyeshadow in the shades Fearless, Empower and Untamed. They're $9.60. There's 2 different brow pencils, one in blonde and one in brown. They have a Day Tattoo liquid eyeliner, a high volume Lash Queen mascara, some lipsticks and some glosses, and also very importantly hydrating wipes with coconut water.
I mean, the wipes are a joke. But I've got to say, I'm a massive Barbie fan, like huge, mega Barbie fan. Like more traditional Barbie, but yeah. I have a collection of Barbies, like vintage Barbies.
I feel like this looks so cheap.
And I kind of love some of it, and I think the price is great, but I would never use it. It would just be for the packaging.
Yeah, just for the packaging. Yeah, that's fair enough. And the price is okay for what it is. I
feel like this looks like a dollar store makeup. Like I don't like this part.
Yeah, it kind of does look a little bit. Next thing we have then is Malian Beauty. So they are selling stuff via QVC. It is the Malian Rupaul Collection. And it's just fairly bog standard. There's eyeliner, mascara duo, gloss trio, a concealer, shadow stick, 4-piece kit, and a dark circle color corrector. So those are all available now on QVC, the US version, and they will be coming to the QVC, the UK version soon.
I think Elena would love this.
Yeah, Elena got tagged in this as well. So
yeah, I absolutely love RuPaul, like maybe equally as Elena, but I wish that he would collab with a brand I was more interested in.
Yeah. Next we have Jessup Beauty, so they of the brushes essentially. They have some new sponges, essentially just different colors, and they have the Merino Glacier set, so it's a 7-piece brush. Yeah,
looks pretty.
Yeah, there you go. We have Bedelium tools, and they have a double action, double coverage, double dome blender. I don't know what it is. So it looks really weird.
It looks like a paintbrush.
It does. It does.
I want to put in on my walls with that, not put it on my face.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Kind of looks like a really flat bum. Like, you know, when people have really flat bums.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's very, very odd. Next thing then we have is Chazza Tilbury. She's back and she's got another magic lip oil crystal elixir. You fooled me once, Chazza. You fooled me once and I bought that SH1T with the claim that it will make your lips bigger. And she's come out in 2 different kind of colours. There's Rose Lust, which is rosy pink, and Berry Bliss, which is berry pink, and she has the audacity, the gall, the nerve to charge $40 for that. Rubbish.
Who asked for this? Who asked for this?
Not
Nobody.
Chazza, off with you.
Go home.
I want her to come and put it on my lips herself and do the rest of my face for that money.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's actually like, no, I can't. I don't want to talk.
I want her to explain herself to Tia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to explain herself to me. I bought that rubbish to do bad makeup science, and I'm like having PTSD over seeing this crap again. So yeah, no.
Teresa isn't salty at all about this.
So angry like that, like it's not even funny. Yeah. Next thing we have then is Sigma. They have a new Warm Neutrals collection. So they have the Warm Neutrals eyeshadow palette. It's $49. The Signature set, $91. The Infinity Point lipsticks, $25 each. Liquid lipsticks, which are $20 each, and Warm Neutrals complete collection for $144.
I actually started to yawn. Really?
I bought a prop to go along with this. That's the Be Perfect
Manifest.
Look so similar. And oh, I'm sorry, is that the Modern Renaissance palette?
Yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, there's a reason why it was in the lightning round. Gourmand Girls has come out with this palette. It's a collaboration with Christian Rice makeup. It basically looks like the ABH Norvina 1 palette to me. Yeah. Then we have Clarity Cosmetics. They have the limited edition private party palette. It is $32. This is very Christmassy, but it isn't a Christmas thing.
I kind of love it. I really love it.
I think it is.
For $15 though.
Yeah, it's too expensive. Next we have Smashbox. They have their always on cream shadows, and they come in various shades of neutral and then a random pop of yellow, kind of green and teal. They're $22 US each.
I'm intrigued, but it's so expensive.
No, wait, not for that price. Then we have Cheeky Cosmetics again. They have the Pastel and Dreams palette. This is $34.30 Australian at the moment, but it will apparently normally be $49. So yeah, it is what it is.
Looks like the Colourpop new palette.
Yeah,
like the
Viseart have a new addition to their Étendue range. It is $44 and it's available now. It's warm neutral.
new.
It is what it is.
Is this new really?
Yeah, apparently. Jessup Beauty have the Colour Wash and Colour Sheen duo. They are what they are. We have DFA Cosmetics. They have come out with some lip glosses and water activated face and body liners. We have Makeup Depot USA, and they've come out with a new eyeshadow palette for $14, which reminds me massively of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 1.
Looks exactly the same.
Exact same thoughts I had, as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, so anyways, it's a dupe of that, I guess. We have Ink with Ink. They have a new collaboration with Influenced Slay, whoever that is, and it is the Pick Your Passion eyeshadow palette. They are $25 apparently. There you go.
Why does it look Pick Your Poison on the picture and then Pick Your Passion?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's very, it's a bit all over the place.
Sorry.
Freudian slip, pick your poison, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. We have Pink Caramello BTQ. They have their Baddie Bratz eyeshadow palette. This is Star Gem Cosmetics. They have their Asteria eyeliner and Diamond Star waterproof mascara. That's coming out in February 2020.
I kind of want it.
You want it just for the packaging? Yeah. No, Rebecca. No.
Go home, Rebecca. Go home.
With Julia some packaging.
Yeah.
You can do that.
We then have a Tilbury Cosmetics. They're apparently a new brand, and this palette is available for $39.99. We have Shop Moya Beauty. They have the Ride or Die eyeshadow palette, which is $20 US. Milani are apparently coming out with quite a few primers. There's the Chill Out Primer, the Bright Side Primer, the SPF BFF Primer, the Skin Quench, and the No Pore Zone Mattifying Primer. Yeah, we have Beauty Blender coming out with some new beauty blenders, but they just have astrological signs on them, and they have the gall to charge $20 for them. $20, go away, stop it. This one, no, Jenny, you are not going to like this because of the price that comes with it. This is, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, House of Solange. They have collaborated with Disney, and this is a limited edition thing. There is the fragrance is $395.
What?
Yeah. So it's apparently the bottle is crafted from the finest quality French glass, hand painted by skilled haute joaillerie artisans, adorned with over 100 Swarovski crystals and plated in 18-karat gold.
The lipstick is $295.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But look at it.
No, Jenny, no.
No, it's so cute. Like, I like the packaging, but
I don't like it that much. Next, then we have Out Cosmetics. They have this new eyeshadow palette. It's available now. We have Pretty Smoke Cosmetics, who are dropping a matte collection of lipsticks. Chaos Cosmetics have a new collection of loose pigment shadows. They are coming soon. We have Birdie Lashes Beauty, and they have foaming lashes, which are $12 each, and they have a 2-in-1 liquid eyeliner and adhesive in clear and black for $12 each. We have Maura, is it Maura Higgins, or she was on Love Island.
I love her.
Yeah,
I love her.
She is coming out with like a set of lashes. They're called, I believe, False Flutters or something, and they're going to be available exclusively with Primark or Pennies if you're in Ireland.
Oh, that's good.
I would buy them if I saw them in store.
Yeah, so there you go. We have Rosewood Cosmetics. They have a new gloss. Well, they say it's a gloss, but I'm really confused. Yeah, it is what it is. We have Pharmacy Beauty. They have their Whipped Greens Cleanser. It's a soap-free, oil-free, and pH-balanced foaming face cleanser. Next, then we have Baby K Cosmetics. They have their Ride or Die eyeshadow palette. Why are there so many palettes called Ride or Die?
Yeah, and why are there like all of the shades are like duplicates of the
Yeah, pretty much.
like so many similar shades.
Yeah, we have Suave Cita pomade. They have collaborated with Latoria. So there's an eyeshadow palette, a lipstick set, and essentially a lip grip set. So a couple of different things there. It is what it is. We then have the Dear Diary collection, $26. Who is that going to suit?
That is so bad. I hate it.
I'm enraged by the palette sizes.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
so
look
bad.
at palettes with all the little different size holes because it freaks me out.
Yeah, it gives me the heebies. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. So then the next thing we have then is from Widow Witch Lashes. This is their Glamour Ghoul, which is launching this Friday. It is what it is. And then we have Kaima Cosmetics, and they have a new shade called Elegance, which is added to their line. It looks quite pretty.
It looks so pretty.
I love Kaima, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it. It does.
I got a new palette. I think I've got it to hand, so I'll quickly show you. It's based near me as well in the northeast.
Ooh.
And really nice shipping. It's just like a pressed. And I bought from really fast shipping.
Ooh.
Actually,
they look pretty.
Yeah.
really
Flex
nice.
on them.
Yeah.
That looks-
Yeah, like, and I think it costs like 15 quid or something. So yeah, I like
It's not bad.
That's not bad. That's it in terms of the new makeup releases. We are now on to sneak peeks, so we're going to fly through them. Glamlight have given a sneak peek to their new foodie box thing, so it seems to be a pie palette. Midas Cosmetics have given a sneak peek to their new Artistry Palette Volume 2. We've also gotten a sneak peek from Artitude Cosmetics of their second eyeshadow palette. Lashes by Lena. this seems to be something new coming from them. No idea what it is. Pink Honey, it seems they're coming out with like a brow pen from what we understand. We've got a very useful black and white picture from Indie Beach Cosmetics.
Come on.
We have Peachy Queen who have this, whatever it is, it's launching.
That's even worse than the black and white. Yeah.
So yeah, we're just on to enabler alert. I'm going to be honest with you guys, there isn't a lot going on because, I mean, let's be real, we're probably all trying to save our coins. If, however, you're picking up some of these things, it might be useful to know that Revolution are currently giving a free palette when you spend £30, €30 or $30 on Revolution Beauty, so you can get one of these 4 as part of your thing. I'm assuming, Chrissy, you've probably ended up getting some, because Chrissy's just constantly buying from them. So
she probably has them all.
Yeah, probably. And then we have the L&B Boutique and Cosmetics. They have December bundle deals available on their site now. So it's various glitters if anybody needs them.
Boots Premium Beauty has gone into discount, so up to 20% off, depending from brand to brand. For example, Huda has 20% off, which is pretty good. I think KVD Vegan Beauty is also 20% off. I think Fenty is 15%. I know the likes of like Dior and Chanel is 10%. Clinique is 15%. Estee Lauder is 20%, which is really good. I'm pretty sure they're 20%. Bare Minerals is 10%. Benefit is also 15% off. They've also got an amazing star gift on Benefit at the moment. Boots Swan, which is like really, really good if you use Benefit. Bits and bobs, like a fantastic value. Lancome have a great star gift at the moment. There is a set available on Fenty, which is a full-size lipstick in Unbutton, I want to say, and one of their jewel highlighters, which was £48, now down to £19.50.
Excellent. So lots of stuff there. I wonder with the discounts, can you still use, you know, a student discount on that?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
You should be able to.
I don't need anything more.
Yeah, I think it will work, yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's everything this week. I mean, I assume we've all made terrible purchasing decisions in the last week, so we probably should be locking away our debit cards, forgetting our PayPal passwords, and just huddling next to the many boxes that have come through the doors. Or, you know, for the cash. That's what I've convinced myself of. But that is it. Do please follow each of these fabulous ladies. They are wonderful. Keep an eye out for a special holiday episode with myself and Rebecca and 2 new people that you haven't met before, Brianna and Claire. We are going to be talking about essentially the Christmas stuff, and we're going to do a similar format in terms of the stuff that's worth talking about, and then just a general lightning round, because as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. But that is it. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, stop it. Stop. Put it back in your pants. But that's it. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.